Hey guys, it's TBH here. I am going to be showing, a thing, it's a map I made, I've been working on since, 2017 now. I think that's about right. Basically what this map is, I told you guys about Venturian last time. And they're really funny, and I love them. I love their Minecraft Tale series, and I'm replicating all their Minecraft Tale builds onto like one world. And so there are some canon parts to this. There are some non-canon parts to this. If you guys know and watch that series, I want you guys to remember the canon parts. But yeah. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of banners displaying various logos that might represent them. I have inspiration, I guess. You can read it. And actually now, that one right there needs to be updated. I'm currently watching it for the 4th time now, so, yeah. And then, here are the rules. So anyway, let's start. And I'm going to be telling you what is from Season 1 as what is from Season 2. And then the next part, which I'll be uploading Monday? Yeah, Monday sounds about right. We'll have everything from Season 3 and Season 4. So we have right here Birchwood. It looks nothing like it. A lot of these builds I'm going to do a recast of because when I was making them I was really tired. There was this one time I was just like rushing through a whole bunch of projects, but I was like really tired, so I couldn't process things. And I love their builds for like the story behind them and all that, but they just look awful, so I had to make them look good at the time. But now I'm going to make them as most lore accurate as possible. And then from Season 1, then we moved to the, here we have Ventopia and the Ventopia pool that Immortal Kyodai owned. And then I have the what would be a bunny farm. The, underground colorful pool. There's supposed to be a dolphin in there, but it keeps despawning. And I name tagged it and everything. Dead, I guess. And then it's linked up like it was in the series. Except it's not linked up like it was in the series. I actually changed the layout, but it still has all the rooms. If you watch that series, you know that he had, before the bunnies, an original little vent that was a bird. And then I have a whole bunch of bunnies here. And then I have, like, his nature room with all the snow golems. Nope. And then yeah, that was actually pretty much it for Season 2. And then I guess we did build the rocket. The rocket is very big right now. It doesn't look anything like it. So actually, I mixed a whole bunch of builds together, if you can't tell. This was the werewolf cage. Instead, now it's a villager, because they were using mods to get the werewolf, so I closed the closest thing, and the closest thing was a villager. This is from Season 2 right now, but then there's a Season 1 build in here. This is their cave house, except it's done poorly. It has the same layout, but it's still not as great as it was in the series. And then instead of just having one, I put two lines down all the way to get diamonds. Don't bother watching this video if you haven't seen any of their videos, because it will make no sense to you. And then I rebuilt a little section of the moon here. Here's Immortal's room. Here's Venturian's room. Here is their air pipes where they get air. The glowstone room when she went glowstone happy. And then there was this one episode where Venturian was like, there's a monster in the basement, and instead I put 4 monsters in the basement. And these things are the closest to the blue villagers. So yeah. And then one thing that I also did was I gave myself night vision, jump boost, and an effect of slow falling. So you fall slow, and then you jump high, and then you can also see. So yeah, that's cool. I have the village. I'm definitely going to repurpose that. This is supposed to be their pipes that like lead into their house. This is like a moon Daxius. Daxius is an iron golem that they have. And then the pixel art of Earth. And then that should be it for Season 1. Yeah, it is. Now, Season 2, also work in progress, is Bet Goombin, which they had for a little while. Then Episode 19, Jordan burned it down, but all these builds, whether it was destroyed or still intact, I'm just rebuilding them how they were, you know? Because in the first season, Immortal Kyodai's build got destroyed by a troll, and she used like brick and obsidian to patch it up, and it was really ugly. I just wanted it to be all in one color, so I just did that. So yeah, I have their graves, but it's summarized. After they built this, they went to Lava Dump. And actually, I forgot this thing is actually one of its own thing. During the Season 1 time, they had their Minecraft fan building challenges, and they built this little guy who's a melon statue, and I felt like this was the most recognizable build in that series, so I thought, why not just throw it in there for Easter eggs? But then here is Lava Dump. And then after that, they moved to this mountain house with Jupiter from their Cosmic High School. Got the upstairs. Most of these houses are very empty. There's nothing in the garage, but outside there is a car here. And then Isaac built his tower. And then Episode 19, they came back. Venturian burnt it down, so they moved again. And then the next houses are very scattered. So you have his roller coaster. Over here, you have his Koopa Keep, his Koopa Castle, and then also, I forgot to mention, Isengard. You have the fake house to throw off the Girl Scouts, the Mushroom House, then you still have that tunnel going through, and then the Minecraft part, the parkour Elsa's Tower, which needs to be redone. Bethany's brick house with horses and a red flower topiary on the top, and then 2 horses in here. And then Barbie's, well, it was Isaac's mansion that he built, which was actually a tree farm, but then he called it, well, then they all called it Barbie's mansion, so I guess Barbie's mansion. And yeah, tree farm. I did actually add a couple more stories. And that, I know that's not accurate, but I think this version looks so much better. Like, I love them building houses, but really, this whole world is me improving their builds and adding them in one place. I'm not like trashing on them. I'm saying like, those are good, but see what I can do. So that's it, I guess, for Season 2. I can show you the interior in this one. In this one, I did a lot of interior. Not all accurate. This needs to be repurposed to actually fit his little ice thing. He had like an ice pool on the top of it. I need to repurpose that so it looks like with dirt and stuff. When you start the map, you start here. When you start the map, you spawn here, and then this takes you back. Here's the maps with all the layouts of stuff. You go down this staircase, and there's 3 levers here. Here you have a fish tank in here. And the only reason I did this was because the update Aquatic came out, and I was doing the betas at that time, and I wanted to do their V symbol in coral, because there was the right colors to do that. And then here I have this happiness room. There's like several references. There's the yellow flowers that makes him happy, the lake chickens that makes him happy, Jupiter lava makes him happy, and then the cows make him happy. And so I just put them all in one room, so it's just a happiness room. Here is a F1 car. TP with a modern sofa. Table dinner. A table dinner with only cake, a random anvil, an always lit stove. Haha, so funny. I know memes, right? Am I funny now? Oh. So, always filled with cake. I have a pool here. And how am I doing in recording? Man, I can showcase Season 3, but then that leaves a whole bunch of stuff from Season 4. So, I'll do it. I'll do Season 3. Actually, I didn't show quite everything in here. Instant crafting table. This leads to a movie theater, projector, and then down here is a bunker to hide from red flowers and tree pigs. You got TV with a black screen, uh, 6 bunk beds, 4 swords, 4 armors, 4 clothes, an escape hatch, a casino machine for entertainment. So that one we got green, that one we got red, that one we got red, that one we got green. And then a mirror, a bathtub, a toilet, and then the closet, or the towel closet, leads to a laboratory where he's studying all the flowers he doesn't know, because there's actually so many flowers. He only knows like the red one and the yellow one, and he doesn't know about all the other ones. So yeah. And then I guess I'll show you this room too, which you press this button and you can watch a tree pig and an assassin sheep die. And then here you have, this button gives you 64 red flowers, and then you drop it into here. But then there's also a little secret room, and that lava will take forever to go down, so... Wait, I can't fly in lava now? What? And then this is a whole bunch of rooms with a lot of their characters telling you the basic premise to like and subscribe to them. Okay, now season 3. And also, I guess I'll just show this. This isn't anything in particular. The torch house that he had. So he had this one random stone block, and he said that would be Kool-Aid protection, and I put redstone dust on that, so it's like your Kool-Aid protection worked. And then he had this shovel named Crisp, and there I have all the versions of it. And then his bed, his calculus room. Yeah, he made a room just for calculus. His Bob and Bob Leaks underground cave, underwater cave. And then this place, he had a little ravine that he blew up and like made it very big and open. So what I'm doing is I'm terraforming it to be like a paradise under all this. And yeah, that's what they got so far. And I don't know what I want to do, like, with this map. Like, should I record videos of me updating this map? Or should... I'll probably do that when I'm, like, further along into, like, knowing how to do all this new YouTube stuff. But then, like... So here's one problem I have, which is trying to, So, Final Cut Pro is the video editing platform I want to use and know how to use. But I don't know how to move it from my phone to my computer for me to edit. Maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments. I don't know. This is the dungeon thing, but it requires an item to enter, and I'm too lazy to do anything about that. So here's like the thing that takes you down. You have the 3 keys to defeat the boss. I didn't do all the other bosses. So the way this works is there are 3 bosses, and each of them drops a key, and then you open up this door and fight a 2x2 boss, but this one is 1 block central, so I had to make it a 3x3. But it works. I have all the weird mystical clouds that I'm going to do more with this. This looks very empty right now, because it is. I'm also going to do another nether place soon. It's just the reason I didn't do it was because it was such a minuscule thing at the time. Because they've never done any builds in the nether, and it's just like more of a temporary thing to protect them from the nether mobs. But I guess I can build it now since I'm caught up to here. So I guess that was one season 3 build that took a long time to do. Here is the Jupin Lava house with, so there was someone on YouTube named Kylo Ren who challenged him to make a yellow flower army, and he made so much more, but I feel like this is a good enough representation of it. And there was the original Aether Portal Cave House. They didn't do much of stuff in this and the 3rd series. It was mostly empty. But oddly enough, the 3rd series was my favorite. Like, if I was to suggest one of the series, I would probably suggest the 3rd one. Because I love Venturian. Venturian and just, like, his videos, but, like, not watching the rest of them all together. I know that sounds rude and mean, but I actually just like Venturian's humor and watching him. This was the basement that he built in Season 4 for the 2 episodes that he was in out of 41, which I'm very stingy about that because only 2, while, like, Bethany and Michael, who we were never introduced before to, was in there for like 40 episodes, and Isaac was there, and then their mom was there. So, yeah, I guess. There was a lot of builds in Season 4. It's actually mostly tied with Season 2. Here's the barn that they had. The horses keep despawning. Or wait, no, that's a donkey. The mule keeps despawning. Wait, no, that's a mule. The skeleton horse keeps despawning. There we go. Here was Michael's house. Obviously, a lot of these things aren't accurate. I think the least accurate thing is the inventory building, because that, if you look at it, is actually just like a little 2x6 space, but then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Ew, garbage, get this off my screen. And I upsized it by a lot. So it looks like down here it's kind of like old storage cellar. And then up here, you got like the high security vault, and then you got like tripwires here. And then you have nothing in there because, yeah. And then she had a whole bunch of random animal pens that I have here, which is like protecting you from jumping off the edge. 4 random animal pens, and then she had this, which was like a bunny thing. this was a Venturian Tales underwater house. I forgot to tell you about this. This was in Season 3, and it takes forever to get down. And I made this actually, like, modern and stuff. Like, I have no idea why. But, yeah. And, did all of that. This was the HG sign he made in Season 1. This was the roller coaster he made in Season 2. And I'll show you this minecart system real quick. Takes you all the way to the build limit. And then breaks by a cactus, and then the cactus breaks the item. And then you have a little quick teleport pad which brings you back. And I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning of importance. Actually, sorry. The melon thing, they had this, which they actually never did have. I just said that. I have no idea why. The drilling platform, which was actually made out of dirt. I made it out of stone bricks first because it looks nicer, but then I realized I want to make this as accurate as possible, with, like, some exceptions. Being that, like, I'm not going to make an underwater maze that's, like, 46, level 46, that leads you eventually to an end portal. No. I'm actually going to make it summarized, and this is how summarized I'm going to make it. So, yeah. You can't go in this because I put barrier blocks on this, so I don't actually want them to go into the end. This was the house that Homeless Goomba blew up. That got only, like, 2 minutes of cameo time, and in that 2 minutes, Venturian was talking, and he was, like, holding his camera still, so we never got to have a good look at it. So that I made it to the best as it could be recreated. But yeah. So I guess that's it for this episode. Subscribe, like, and comment. I've forgotten to mention that in the last few episodes. So, subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow.